Good morning, all. This is Jack from Charting the Markets Crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Monday, the 13th of January. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, sorry about the slightly late start. Overran on the equities webinar. So if that happens regularly, I might put that back the time of this 5 minutes. Okay, on the daily chart on Bitcoin, we have a head and shoulders, and that is starting to break down. New weekly pivot is at 96,150, and we have some decisions to make today. And we've got a similar inflection point on equities here, and we will see how that goes. Chances are, whichever way one goes, the other one will go as well. Now, this is the head and shoulders on Bitcoin. I had a previous one here that was a decent candidate, but I did say when we break over the right shoulder on that we could be forming an alternate head and shoulders, and here we are. This is the left shoulder, this is the head, this is the right shoulder, and this is it breaking down with the target in the 74,000 area. Now, we don't have any positive divergence on the hourly chart here at the moment. We could develop some, but basically, we've got two options at this stage. Either we make the 74,000 target, or it's going to reject back up into the highs, confirmation of that rejection at a move over 102.7. But likely we start off indicating that it might fail by doing a decent rally which starts here and fails to follow through to the downside, because really failure is just basically because it fails to follow through to the downside and just then goes the other way. Okay, on the 15-minute chart, I don't think we've got any positive divergence here. Am I right? Yes, I am right. And that is the break below the head and shoulder support. This is the decision. Generally speaking, we will make one of those targets. Either we make the head and shoulder target, or we reject back up into the high. All right, looking at Solana. Solana, we've got the new weekly pivot. New weekly pivot is at 197.88. We are considerably lower than that, and we are still testing the broken flag resistance. And this is decent support. See that hold. I'm still quite liking that, so we haven't seen a conviction breakdown, and we are about to test the 200 DMA, which I've got in the 173 area, and was suggesting was a possible support level. All right, looking at the hourly chart, we do also have a potential flag set up here. I drew in the trend lines for it, and I've got the trend line support for that in about the 156 area. But I am thinking if we go through that, then ideally we'd be going probably down into about the 145 area. Why am I saying 145 area? Mainly, so hit this trend line, which is actually getting down into, I've got that down in about the 158 area. So, but it depends. Obviously, it's a price and time thing. It's a declining trend line. We will see. And we've also got a head and shoulders here, which broke down with a target in the 145 area. Those two could match up on a retracement that wasn't a very fast one. All right, let's have a look at the Solana 15-minute chart, where I suspect we don't have any positive divergence, and we don't. And we've come down through and retested this low here. This brings up another possibility, which is it's slightly oversized, but this could be the second low of a double bottom. And actually, if you look at the Bitcoin chart, no, it's a little big for that here, but this could be a double bottom here. This isn't a bad setup to see a rejection if we're going to get one. But obviously, price is king, and price will make that decision. Ethereum is heading down too. The RSI 14 sell signal is now reaching the possible near miss target. And the Bitcoin one, where's that now? Hang on. Not quite reaching the possible near miss target yet, but we could see the Ethereum one make target today. And actually, of course, if we go down significantly further, we could see the Bitcoin one make it too. All right, we're pretty close again to a test of the 200 DMA, which I've got in the 2978 area, and we're currently at 3045. If we look at the hourly chart, then, hang on, again, we've got a decent looking, little high maybe, but a decent looking double bottom here. This could be in play. No current positive divergence, and we do have a target below. We've got a double top here, and that's got a target in about the 2900 area. We could well make that, and actually that could be a match with a test of the 200 DMA, and that could still hold. Could this be a larger head and shoulders which is breaking down? Yes, it could. And if you look at the daily chart here, then actually it wouldn't be disproportionate in size. That would actually have a target down at a retest this low here in the 21.21 area. I'm going to mark that in, but I have to say, in terms of price, that just seems a little a little low for me. I'd be surprised to see it go that low, but it is a possibility. And a sustained break below the 200 DMA could get us there. So that is in there as in the mix as a potential target. We will see how we do at the 2900 to 2950 rising support, so we shall see. All right, great. In that case, let's have a look at questions, and I think I need to do a quick recap for you, Doug. Is that right? All right, looking at Bitcoin. Okay, looking at Bitcoin, we got a potential head and shoulders. We've had one forming here, and that is trying to break down. This is very like the setup on equities. It is mirroring the setup on equities. And chances are, if equities breaks up into a retest of the all-time highs, we're going to see the same thing on crypto. If it breaks down, we're going to see the same thing on crypto. They've been following each other pretty closely. I've got Apple on the background of here, but it's actually been closer on SPX. You can see at the moment it's not been following Apple down, but it may well do that. This is a nice setup. It's broken down. We have a binary setup here. Either we head down to the 74,000 target, or we reject back up and we head back up. And chances are we will retest this high here at 108.4K. But when we had this initial head and shoulders and it broke down and it failed, I did say it was possible we were forming an alternate flatter head and shoulders, and that's exactly what we got here. So we will see. All right, looking at Solana. Solana, I've got a number of options here. We've got a head and shoulders, which is broken down with a target in the 145 area. We've got a trend line that could get us there if it takes a couple of weeks to make the move down, which wouldn't be that surprising. We're testing the 200 DMA support. Ethereum, we're also testing the 200 DMA support. But my Matt was a bit shocked when I was saying to him the other day that if we saw a breakdown, we could see 145 on Solana. I meant it. That's where this points. If we see that, because that's a substantial head and shoulders on Bitcoin trying to break down. If we make that Bitcoin target, it's going to take the others down significantly as well. Could it take down Ethereum as low as 2100? I'm doubtful, in all honesty. I would be surprised if that was the case. I would expect Ethereum, generally speaking, on average, to underperform the others, because I'm not sure the initial raison d'etre for Ethereum really exists anymore. I think it was meant to serve a purpose which Solana is actually going to do better. So we'll see how that goes. It's got a lot of residual loyalty, but I think that'll probably fade away over time. All right, great. So there we are. Bull and bear scenarios, and chances are whichever way equities break, this will break there too. So we'll see how it goes today. All right, brilliant. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, and I'll have this posted ASAP.